Paramashivoham.
Now, please relax. Now, verify the answer. Verify the answer that you saw through the third eye. Please go ahead and verify the answer that you saw through the third eye. And you can say to your partner whatever you have written down after the scan through the third eye. You can go ahead and share it with your partner. And you can share how many you got right. What is the answer that you got from your partner? And how much of the power were you able to manifest? Please go ahead and share that. How much of the power that you were able to manifest? And we will be moving on to the further sessions where we are learning the deeper understandings and the deeper truths from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So please go ahead and share now with your partner as well in the Zoom chat that you were able to manifest the power and how much of the power that you were able to manifest, how much you got right. You can take a quick few moments and share that. Yes, let us now move on to the next segment. Today we are going to be doing the process of genesis of identity. So we're going to be doing the recreation of your identity or manifesting a higher identity for yourself to experience what you want in your life, to manifest what you want in your life. So let us now listen to the direct revelations by Paramashiva, by Swamiji himself, by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Please sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And let us move on to the next segment, which is the genesis of identity, and listen to the direct revelations by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva.
The first session is Genesis of Identity, understanding what you perceive as your identity. What you feel as you is too important, because only from what you feel as you start developing second person and third person of your life. Aligning, understanding, aligning and understanding your first person, second person and third person, and experiencing completion. And experiencing completion. Understand, wherever you are not aligning, you are only maligning the reality. Either you align or malign. There cannot be any neutral. Either you align or malign. There cannot be any other reality. Aligning. If you are not part of the solution, you are the problem. Understand? If you are not part of the solution, you are the problem. Aligning and understanding the first person, second person, third person of your life. Who is the first person of your life? What you perceive as you. Who is the second person of your life? What you perceive as others. Who is the third person of your life? Whatever you perceive as you and others, and what you perceive as others, they and their others. Listen. Whatever you perceive as you is your first person. Whatever you perceive as others is your second person. Whatever you perceive as your second person's first person's and second person is your third person. Just put little attention, you will catch how the whole thought current which is torturing you from day and night, which you really want to get rid. You and your thinking as love-hate relationship. You can neither be without that, nor be living with it. Almost like spouse. Neither be without it, nor be with it. Listen. When I look inside me, my inner image, I see a vast, powerful space of Purnatva, complete completion, or Sunyatva, emptiness, living emptiness. You can call that as a soul, God, energy, Mahadeva, whatever. A complete space. That's the exact inner image I am carrying. Outer image. Listen. Outer image. How I project myself. I am projecting myself as a being to transmit that experience to all of you. You can call us an enlightened master or a teacher or an incarnation, whatever way you want. You can give any title. I am a being to transmit that experience. That's my outer image. Declared outer image. Others' image. Listen, others' image. I may declare that I am here to transmit this enlightenment experience to you, but people expect that I should heal their physical pain, mental pain. I should bless them for wealth. I should bless them for a healing relationship. Peace, bliss, contentment, completion. See, the other's image, what people perceive from me and expect from me, maybe it is different than what I declare, but even then I am responsible. Because whatever they expect is within the purview of my declaration. Please understand. When I say I am here to transmit that experience to you, to give that experience to you, I have to give you at least 1000 volt spiritual energy. But to clear your cancer or headache, I need to give only 0.5 volt energy. So if you expect me to heal your physical problems, I am responsible for it because that falls in the purview of my declaration. Anything which can be done by the transmission of energy and experience of enlightenment, the side effect, after effect, byproduct of transmission of energy, you have a right to expect from me because that comes within the purview of my declaration. It is my responsibility to fulfill it. Only if you expect that I should win the World Cup playing the football match, I am not responsible for it, because that doesn't come under my declaration, the purview of my declaration. But anything you expect in the line of physical health, mental health, complete relationships, wealth, fulfillment, completion, enlightenment, I am responsible for it. Either I have to give you that. If you are not ready to receive, I have to prepare you and give you that. But till you achieve it, I am responsible. This is what is taking responsibility for others' image. And the life image, the image I have about life and others, the whole world is here to celebrate this joy with me, to celebrate this bliss with me, to celebrate this completion with me. That's all. So understand, now you also look in and find out the inner image you have, outer image you project, others' image you created, for which you are responsible, and life image you are having about life and others. Pen down exactly what you have. Then we will find out the root cause of all the problems you have in your life. Then we will build the right inner image, outer image, life image, others' image. Come on. First, let's spend a little time in finding the inner image you are having, outer image you are having, others' image you are having, life image you are having, without editing. Please start penning down. So understand, the exact inner identity, outer identity, and the gap between the inner identity and the outer identity. And what you want others to experience, feel about you, and what you feel about others. There is always a big gap between these two. You want everyone to feel about you as a loving, caring, trusting, blissful, joyful person. But you think about everybody as crooked, cunning, cheats, bunch of thieves. Now you need to know the gap between your inner identity and outer identity. That gap is neither good nor bad. Same way, the gap between what you want others to feel about you and what you feel about others. This gap also is neither good nor bad. If both these gaps makes you powerless, both of them are bad. If they does not make you powerless and you know how to play with that, then it is not bad. Sometimes it is good. Some of the very powerful, the most powerful strategies which Krishna did to protect Dharma are done from that space where other person can't even understand with what kind of a logic you are functioning. Other person can't even understand, you can never understand with what kind of a dharma Krishna is functioning. You can never understand. But he is the most dharmic being. Because the gap between inner identity, outer identity has not put him in powerless space. SDHT, self-doubt, hatred, denial. When he was running away from Jarasandha, I can be 100% sure he would have had a cup of coffee or a coke and chatting with his Sakhis, if not flirting, in his chariot. He would not have had a single moment of powerlessness. But if he has seen some enemy spy, immediately would have shown the face as if he is afraid, frightened, running away. He knows how to play the game with, because even the inner identity, outer identity, the life image and others' image, even that has become like a nail and hair for him with which he can do makeup, whatever he wants and play with it. He knows how to show them, showcase them, and use them, play with them. So understand, not to fall into any powerlessness by these four identities and the gaps between them is completion. Sit. I am giving you the precise instruction from Mahadeva's definitions. Sit and decide that you are going to complete with some of these past incompletion, and let your attention be on the whole incompletion being relived with the clear understanding of unclutching. Disidentify why that happened, because it has happened. With that understanding, why that happened, because that happened. Why you reacted the way you reacted, because you reacted the way you reacted. Why the action, because the action. Why the reaction, because the reaction. Any past incident has no valid, adequate reason to the present conscious cognition. Any past reason cannot be adequate for the present cognition. Any past incident has no reason or cause for why it happened the way it happened. It just happened the way it happened, and it did not happen the way it did not happen. That's all. With this clarity, relive, you will see the form you are able to remember in which the incompletion happened will melt down, will lose its power over you. That is the definition that completion has happened. The incompletions have melted down. Go on, go on, go on. Other than the form you are having this moment, you should not be able to remember any form of the past. Then you become formless. People come and ask me, oh Swamiji, I have this big low self-esteem, low inner image. How can I drop this? I have so much of SDHD. All of them have power over you because still you believe your future is going to be with them. I'll show you your future is going to be with Sadashiva. When you know you do not need beggar identity for your future is going to be Yuvaraja identity. It will not take more than 2-3 seconds to make that old identity redundant, irrelevant. I'll show you. Your future is going to be with Sadashivatva, manifesting powers. Being the Yuvaraja of Nithyananda. Prince of the cosmos. Yuvaraja of eternal bliss. I am the minister touching your feet and saying, you are being called to be king. Understand. You need to understand only one thing. Your future is going to be with a higher identity. All this old identity, powerlessness, SDHD, GDHD, SSDHD means, SDHD means self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. GDHD means guru doubt, guru hatred, guru denial. Now when you have SDHD, you will have GDHD. When you can't trust you, you won't trust me. SDHD, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. SDHD leads to GDHD. Means guru doubt, guru hatred, guru denial. Which naturally makes you do SSDHD. Means Sadashiva doubt, Sadashiva hatred and Sadashiva denial. SDHD leads to GDHD, leads to SSDHD. Understand? The moment you understand your future is going to be with only powers as king. As king, not as king. As king. Not all the time as king. Now, the prince, it only took 2-3 seconds for him to shift from as king to as king. From as king to as king. It took only 2-3 seconds. If you know your future is going to be manifesting Sadashivatva, suddenly you will see all your old SDHD, GDHD, SSDHD, all of that will become redundant. All of that becomes redundant. All of that does not have any more power over you. Does not have any more say over you. Does not have any more hold over you.
Now, all you need to do is start penning down for this exercise of the genesis of identity. Start penning down. Who is the first person of your life? What you perceive as I. Who is the second person of your life? What you perceive as the others in the second person as you. Who is the third person of your life? What you perceive as others, I and you. And what your second person perceives them and others, I and you. Of the second person put together is the third person, the whole world. So now please start writing it down. If any action bring you tiredness and boredom, you already have a belief of impossibility. The subtle impossibility is already developed in you. When you are carrying possibility and acting, every action brings more and more joy and excitement in you. You will grow younger and younger. Now please start writing. You can take the next few minutes to write down and do the process. Let us now. I think most of us have already written all of these down today during the day. So let us enter into the reliving and relieving now. You sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And let us begin the process of reliving and relieving. Please sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. If anyone has any question, you can go ahead and put them in the Zoom chat. I'll be taking your questions and giving answers as well. Please relax. We can continue to do the completion process every day before you sleep for 21 minutes. This is a really very powerful technique and a powerful way to manifest something that you want in your life, which is the ultimate space of oneness with Paramashiva himself through this power manifestation. So every day, whenever you have, whenever you want to do the completion, you can do it throughout the day. But every day, make sure to do it in the night right before you sleep. That is the best time to do the completion process. So every day, night before you go to bed, please make sure to do the completion process. Let us now enter into the power manifestation to scan the thought current of another person who are away from you. So let us begin the power manifestation now. You can ask them to write it down, what they're thinking. And you're going to be scanning through the third eye and revealing the answer to them. Let us begin the power manifestation and manifest for the next 2 minutes. You can call them now and ask them to write down and begin the power manifestation now.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes.
Yes, now please go ahead and verify. You can verify the manifestation that has happened, and then we'll be moving to the next process for today, the next session for today's glimpses of Paramashivoham. Please go ahead and quickly chat in the Zoom chat. Yes. Let us now begin the next session. We're now going to be looking at Tattva, which is the unit principle on which the cosmos functions, the entire universe functions. What is the principle of Tattva, and why should we practice the Tattva to unlock the four inner powers inside us? You actually have the power to simply manifest the reality of your choice. The key to health, success, lasting happiness lies in unlocking the four inner powers that you are continuously available to you inside you. The fourth, the power of words, or the Vak Shakti, which is the power of words, the power of thoughts, the power of feeling, the power of living. These are the four different Shaktis that are there inside us: the Vak Shakti, Mano Shakti, Prema Shakti, and then the Atma Shakti. When you unlock the four powers, when you unlock the powers of words, You will have the spontaneous intelligence to use the right and the most effective words towards yourself and others. When you discover the power of thoughts, you will be able to focus your thoughts to achieve success in your job, relationship, education, finances, and life itself. The power of feeling teaches you how to launch yourself to the next level of life through the empowered responsibility. You truly enjoy, you are truly enjoying the power of living when you realize that the greatest rewards come when you start, when your life is for others. When you live your life for others, the greatest thing happens to you. Each of the four powers is guided by a spiritual principle known as tattva. The tattva is the key to the unlocking the corresponding powers in you. The power of words will be available to you when you practice integrity with everything. The power of thinking will be awakened in you when you practice the authenticity. The power of feeling will awaken you when you practice responsibility. And then the fourth power, the power of living, will happen when you decide to enrich others and enrich others' lives. The word for integrity in Sanskrit is sampurti, to unlock the power of words. Integrity is you fulfilling. So we are now seeing the definition of integrity. So integrity is you fulfilling the word and thought you give to yourself and to others and experiencing a state of purnatva, completion with yourself and life. Power manifestation will automatically happen when you are integrated. Once a small town was visited by a saint. As the saint passed by a small hut, a woman came to him and begged him to pray for her dying child. Since the saint was new to the town, a crowd gathered around him, curious to see if he could do anything. The woman brought the sick child out to him, and he said a prayer over her. Do you really think your prayer will help the child when even the medicine has failed? After all, they are just some words, yelled a man from the crowd. The saint turned and shouted at the man, You idiot! You don't know what I am doing. Just shut up. The man was furious. His face grew red and hot. How dare you insult me? He shouted at the saint. The saint smiled at him calmly and said, If one word has the power to make you angry, why may not another word have the power to heal this child? That is the power of words. Let us now listen to the deeper truths. Look into your life and list down 10 promises, commitments that you gave yourself which you did not honor and fulfill, therefore lacking your integrity. Now, give a commitment to yourself to be in integrity and complete with your words, promises, commitments that you gave to yourself and to others. So either fulfill what you declared or withdraw all those words, promises, or commitments. Now, take the next 5 minutes to complete with the power of Vak.
The first thing I wanted to share with you, nothing is needed from your side other than declaring simple integrity. Just simple integrity, and listen to these satsangs. That is enough. This system is now fully ripe with extreme compassion and life positive attitude. Understand? When I declared my simple integrity to my Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, all I know is what he loves, I will love. What he hates, I will hate. What he wants, I will want. What he does not want, I will not want. That's it. That's what I call simple integrity. You don't even need to struggle, because I am going to give you the most powerful logic in which Paramashiva functions. Understand? Please, all of you, understand this one point. We always think we are too smart. Just by coming to conclusion, we can execute the conclusion. Whenever I try to speak elaborately about vegetarian lifestyle or compassion, people try to intervene and say, Swamiji, what do you want to say? You mean I should be vegetarian, I should drop non-veg, that's all, na? Okay. But whoever talks like that, I've always seen they fail when they start executing. Understand? Listen very carefully. If you try to jump to conclusion without loading yourself with enough powerful cognitions, your conclusions will not be powerful enough to break your patterns. So when you struggle, when your conclusions are not powerful enough to break your patterns, when you struggle, when your conclusions become powerless, you enter into frustration and your anger turns towards Guru and the whole system, science. Understand, whenever you are not able to make your conclusions into reality, gather more knowledge, more powerful cognitions. The higher logic with which the powerful cognitions can be realized in your system, can become reality in your system. Gather them. Deleting all the wrong ideas you have about life, body, mind, consciousness, time, universe, world, about anything, deleting all of it and updating yourself with the new software is what I call integrity. Listen, integrity is not moral. It is not moral. It is a frequency. Integrity with me means frequency. You will not come late to the class. Moral means you will be struggling. You really want to come and you will have a reason why you should not come. Absolute hypocrisy. The extreme hypocrisy I have seen is, I really want to be there, Swamiji, I don't want to miss Swamiji. Lies and lies and lies. See, lies which you yourself believe is called hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, when you express it to others, it is called lies. lies which you believe is hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is the worst smell. Listen. The simple direct definition of integrity is honoring every word you utter to yourself and others as life. Listen carefully. Thought currents you are entertaining is talks going on with yourself. Be careful about your thinking because you are listening. Be careful about your thinking, your thought currents, because you are listening. Even if you think, I am not integrated, the next thought current, is it, I will make myself integrated, or is it, nothing can be done, this is the way somehow I push my life. The second thought current matters. Listen carefully. When I give this integrity definition, honoring every thought current you are cherishing within you and every thought current you are cherishing by sharing with others, honoring it as your life, is integrity. The thoughts you share with yourself, I should say thought currents, because with yourself it's not single thoughts, it's like a bunch of flow. With others it's a single thought because it's a words. Listen carefully. With others you share in linear way, one by one by one. With yourself you share bundles and bundles. If you can share bundles and bundles with others, you and he are in extraordinary at oneness. Sometimes some of my disciples, with them I can share bundles of thought currents without expressing much words. That is the way I received my teachings from Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Otherwise, in 9.5 months, no way I could have received this whole Vedas and Agamas from him. I received from him as bundles of thought currents. Because the oneness was so strong. When you share with others, it is one thought, one thought, one thought. When you are talking to yourself, it's bundle of thought currents. Whether thought currents with you or thought currents with others, honoring it as life. Integrity is a frequency. Just integrity is enough for you to manifest Sadashiva's state, space, powers, everything. Nothing else is required. Just integrity is enough. You all might have heard, we have a third eye and it gets calcified by the fluoride. Same way, we have one more intra-organ called vak, not internal organ. Internal organ is the card box. It's called vocal cord. Intra-organ is the vak. Vak is the software of our vocal cord. Third eye. Physically also there is a third eye. And you need a software to operate the third eye. That software is what I am giving as third eye initiation. That physical software, if it is physical hardware third eye, if it is decalcified, We remove it by Panchakriya and vegetarian food, this lifestyle. Same way, there is something called Vak. It gets calcified by all the lies you uttered from the time you started your life. Understand? Listen carefully. Anything you know and you change, the Vak gets affected. Means the frequency of Vak comes down. If your Vak is raised to high frequency, I can give you one initiation: materialize. You will start materializing. That's all. Why the Balasans, the moment I initiate, start manifesting powers, and why the many of the adults are struggling? It is because the Vak is in such frequency. The frequency is not even matching. I am in Jupiter. You are in somewhere Patala. Means underworld. Understand, it is a frequency. Getting you to integrity means two things. You declaring from this moment, I will maintain my word as my life. The words I express to others are words I cherish inside. I'll treat that as life. That is for future. Past decalcification need to be cleaned. Detoxification need to be done. That can be done only by you remembering all the lies you uttered, which you are able to remember, and completing with them. Strange conclusions you create in your life without simple integrity is what I call virus inside, which continues to keep you as a slave forever. This is the straightforward, most practical solution. You need to understand almost 99% of your conclusions, the cognitions you carry about you, life, strange stupidity. If I wear the black dress today, the whole day will be bad. How you came to conclusion? If I see somebody in the morning wearing black dress, the whole day will be bad. How you came to the conclusion? Coming to strange conclusions and operating to strengthen those conclusions in your life. Understand what I am talking. I am giving a very superficial examples. I can go deeper. Go deeper. When your body is in good energy, after a cup of coffee, how you think and perceive, how your cognitions are. When you are tired, bored, body is tired, how your cognitions and perceptions are. See, your cognitions, your irritations, your inspiration or boredom is not logical. It is just a cup of coffee. It is just few chemicals and hormones. distrusting your cognitions and trusting integrity as your software. Listen. Just disowning all your cognitions, deciding to catch up with the integrity. Integrity means I'm defining. Every thought current you cherish, you should put your whole being to fulfill it, because every thought current you cherish is a promise you are giving to yourself. Either you put your whole being to complete it, fulfill it, or you drop it and complete it. That's all is integrity towards yourself. Listen, I'll repeat once more. Every thought current you cherish is a word you give it to you. So you should work putting your whole energy to make it into reality. If you are sure you can't make it into reality, complete and drop it. Don't entertain, enjoy anymore. Do not date if you are not going to commit. Same thing outside. Give a word only when you are going to live it. If not, drop it. Just this one, only one, integrity, replace all your cognitions. Your cognition about God, your cognition about world, your cognition about life, your cognition about society, your cognition about your body, your cognition about your mind. Replace it just with this simple, straightforward integrity. The kind of a transformation you will go through, I tell you. In Ayurveda, there is a very simple one verse by a great Siddha. He gives deathless life, the art of deathless life. Take care, the throat is always clear. You will not have death. Looks so simple. One, true, the statement is true. Second, all problems start with your throat infection. If you can take care, the pashana, the medicine is stored in the throat, you will never in anything you do, you know the first principle. Am I right? First statement. For example, lawyer, he is committed to his client. Doctor, he is committed to life. Engineer, he is committed to the product he is delivering. The first principle of your existence. Being integrated to the first principle of your existence without the fine print footnotes. See, all of you know the first principle of your existence. Am I right? Being committed to that, being integrated to that. All the other utility transactions cannot touch the integrity of your first principle. They may be there, may not be there. But the first principle cannot be compromised. Cannot be compromised. I tell you, first principle brings strength. Understand? Integrity to first principle is strength. That is what Sadashiva calls it as Swadharma. He uses the word Swadharma in Agama. Means your first principle is Swadharma. All of you are very clear about your first principle. Am I right? What is your first principle? Means your declaration about you to the world. All of you know your first principle. Being integrated to that, that's all.
Swamiji, when you say we know the first principle, it's something that changes from time to time, isn't it?
Time to time.
Yeah.
I should say, the practical application may change time to time, but not the first principle itself. First principle itself does not change time to time. Surely it doesn't change.
Like you said, if someone becomes a doctor, or then he wants to become an engineer, then
Oh, no, what I am saying, that time what I said, multidimensional. That I used. Here what I said is, your main commitment. Even if you are doing multidimensional, then your first principle should be, when I am declaring myself as a doctor, I am committed to life. When I am declaring myself as a lawyer, I am committed to client. When I am declaring myself as an engineer, I am committed to the delivery of the product. That's all. So that's the first principle. What I am declaring, that forms my first principle. Your first principle is your swadharma. And being integrated to your swadharma without shaking or letting your integrity to be shaken by any of the outcomes and side effects. Whether you are praised or blamed or showered, supported or beaten, being integrated to your first principle. Integrity raises the prana level. Integrity, anything which your cognition cognizes. As on now, I can give you example of how your cognition cognizes anger and lust and even hunger, fear. In that frequency, if you cognize the power of integrity, you will be powerful forever. You will be powerful forever. Not just feeling powerful, you will start manifesting powers. Because if you are integrated to your wife, you will have a very good home. If you are integrated to your boss, you will have very good office. If you are integrated to Guru, you will have amazing cosmos. Your integrity is directly integrity to me. I was successful in integrity when I was young because I made it very personal. Like I have to get up and run because I am going to see Arunagiri Yogeshwara. It was such personal, intimate experience. I became successful in integrity. Not any other logical practices. Practice may make you perfect, not integrated. Cognitive shift makes you integrated. Decision makes you integrated. That is why when you miss integrity, I am not asking you to practice integrity. I am making you to decide to be integrated from now. Declarations are decisions of reminding yourself Let me burn me with integrity. Let me awaken me to my integrity. Let the best of me be awakened in me. Let the best of me be awakened in me. Let's make integrity as a cognition today. See, once it becomes cognition, your chemical change, you see, all your sleep, everything is just chemical change, nothing else. If you keep your tube in your mouth and early morning pour the coffee, you will just wake up. Your sleep is nothing but, your struggle with the whole sleep is nothing but half a cup of coffee. No, really. Romanceless relationships are all nothing but masturbation. Understand? That is why in any relationship, romance is more important than the physical component of it. All your struggle with the sleep or tiredness or boredom is nothing but simple chemical imbalance. If you are feeling sleepy, tired, tell yourself it is not mental, it is just physical chemical imbalance. Integrity will clean it up. When you clear chemical imbalance using integrity, you bring tremendous health to your system. Understand? If you don't sleep because you are watching movie or some other entertainment, Facebook or something else, you may fall sick. But if you don't sleep because you are practicing certain integrity or tapas, you will never fall sick. Only your body will become healthy. Sattvika Ananda person gets, I can't even describe the benefits, because the benefits happening in the physical level, in the muscle memory level, physiological level, psychological level. When the pitta in your brain, that layer of pitta reduces, only then your system develops a power called eating its own dead cells and cleaning up, which is the energy of Rudra. Understand? Listen. Just now, few days before, one fellow got Nobel Prize for Physics. His research project, I studied his research project. Why he got? It is all about the science of how the body is eating its old dead cells and how it can be supported and encouraged. Please listen. For what he got the Nobel Prize now, at least 60,000 years before, elaborately Sadashiva describes. I can give you precise word. Now I think in English they use the word autophagy or something. I can give you the precise word in Sanskrit, in Agama, and the precise principle. Joy in the brain, first thing it does. Maybe some of my Adinavasis will be wondering, 24 hours last 6-7 days I was with him. When he read this, don't ask those questions. And precisely The Sattvika Ananda, what it does, listen, it will clean up the Pitta layer in the brain, means the layer which makes you powerless, tired, and withdraw from the life for no reason. So actually, when the Pitta layer attacks you, suddenly you will feel like frustrated and don't want to get involved with anything. If you come face to face with your mother-in-law or boss, or the people whom you don't want to see what happens to you at that moment, imagine that's the same thing, the Pitta layer spreading. Listen, this Sattvika Ananda, first thing, cleans up that subtle layer of Pitta, that's one. Second, it awakens the Rudra energy in you, which makes your system eat all the dead cells and dead parts of you and clean up. Just clean up. And this cleaning up is very important to keep you young, to keep you energetic, to keep you healthy, to keep you blissful. As long as this Rudra energy, they will be highly efficient, highly integrated. Have a passion for Sattvik Ananda. Have romance with Sattvik Ananda. The non-violent bliss, peaceful bliss, where you don't hurt anybody, but it is joy for you. Grow more and more of Sattvik Ananda in your system. Activities which makes the Sattvik Ananda in your system, you will become efficient, you will become integrated, you will be just glowing, you will be completely healthy. The Rudra energy in you will be so alive. You will be young forever. It's an amazing beauty technique. Actually, if you are a participant in the Kirtan and jump, I tell you, so much of Sattvika Ananda, biomemory will get into your system. It will help you in every process so powerfully. See, especially when you jump and all, the bliss is inhaled by every pore of your body. Every pore of your body, the bliss is inhaled. It becomes part of your muscle memory and biomemory. Of course, doing puja is surely Sattvik Ananda, but you don't use the whole body to do puja. But with these kirtans, it's like a whole body is used. The way your body flows with that, I can tell you, the level of integrity you have and the efficiency or the vision about life.
Yeah. Now, we get ready for the power manifestation. We have the last power manifestation for today. You sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And let us now get ready and begin the power manifestation. Then again, going to be manifesting the power of mind reading, seeing the other person's thought current. So please sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And ask the other person to write down whatever it is that they're having, whatever thought currents that are there inside them. They can write down now. Please start chanting the Mahavakya. Begin the power manifestation.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. Now please relax. Go ahead and share whatever you saw through the third eye to your partner, to the person who you manifested this power for. Please go ahead and share everything that you saw through the third eye. Please go ahead and share it with them now. Whatever you see through the third eye, please go ahead and share. With this, we come to the end of today's Paramashivoham glimpses with the Paramashivoham program. Today night as well, you all can do the completion for 21 minutes before you go to sleep. And please share your experiences and comment in the YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube, or if you're watching us on the Zoom, if you're connected with us on the Zoom, Chandrasekhar Priya, Satya Srinivas, Madena, Carol, please go ahead and share your experiences in the Zoom chat or in the YouTube comments. So this becomes the end of today's segment. Let us conclude with the Purna Mantra and gather back for the next session tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavatishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everyone. Nithyanandam.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.